We're here at Warner Brothers Interactive, and we're about to have a talk with Richard about Lego Batman. So tell us a little bit about Lego Batman.
Hi, Kristen. Lego Batman is the latest Lego game from TT Games. It's also the very first TT Warner Brother offering as well. So we're really excited about the game. We really think that this is the best Lego game that we've made, and it's quite cool because it's the first time that the story hasn't been dictated by the kind of the source material. So whereas with Indian Star was obviously you had a trilogy of films that kind of dictated what would be in the game, with Batman we worked with DC and we've come up with a wholly original story. It's a kind of very classic Batman where all the villains have escaped, as they seem to do quite a lot, from Arkham Asylum, and they're kind of running amok in Gotham, and of course causing lots of trouble for our heroes and like the overworked police force. But something very cool with Lego Batman that we've been able to do is where we have this fantastic, rich universe with amazing characters to work with, as well as playing as the heroes as Batman and Robin. You can now also play as the villains as well. So you can kind of play through stories in parallel, whereby you play as Batman and Robin, or you can play as this kind of vast array of villains and kind of explore your more mischievous side, maybe.
Cool. Now, as far as I guess abilities and vehicles and stuff like that, do we have like the Batmobile, the Batpod? What do we have here?
Yeah, of course. Well, we're looking at kind of some of the Batman vehicles have already been created in Lego form, and we're able to work very closely with Lego and incorporate their models within our game. So you find that of course there's a Batmobile level. I mean, it wouldn't really be a Batman game without. And it's kind of the Batmobile is based on the kind of the more stylish sports car rather than the Tumbler. And then of course there will be kind of a vast array of villain vehicles as well as some other vehicles for Robin and Batman. In terms of abilities, this Batman game is really kind of all about the action and kind of the tech suits as well, and kind of the gadgets and gizmos. So Batman and Robin have a variety of technology suits that we call them, whereby they'll kind of enable you to use different abilities. And then with the villains there, because there's a kind of a vast array of them, they will have kind of different functions and abilities that you'll be able to use throughout the game.
Very cool. And then as far as multiplayer, what do we have there?
Yeah, of course. Well, as with all our games, there's something that works very well is the two-player drop-in, drop-out. And we find that it's kind of a very popular as a kind of an offline experience, is that kids can play with their parents at home, or you can play with your buddies at home. And with kind of what was quite an old-school style of the drop-in, drop-out is maybe if parents are playing, they need their kids to drop in and help them for a second, they can do that and they can go off and do what they want, and then come back and join in. So that's something that we've continued through from our previous games.
And is Lego Batman out right now?
No, it's coming out in September in the US, and then I think it's coming out just a couple of weeks later in Europe as well.
Great, and I see we have it on Xbox right here. Is it Xbox exclusive, or is it on other consoles?
No, it's basically coming out on everything. It's coming out on PS2, PS3, Wii, DS, PC, PSP, and 360, and I think that's about it. I think that's pretty much every console there is.
Great, you got them all covered.
Pretty much, yeah, it's good. I mean, yeah, basically we're really excited, and we can't wait to see what the fans' reactions were when the game comes out.
Awesome, thank you so much for your time.
No worries.